Hi, how's it going? Blazing Yeti here. Today's video is all about vehicle cargo. Everything you need to know about the different source missions, sale missions, and how to run it with maximum profit. So this can be a very easy business to run, but there are some things you need to know along the way to increase the maximum amount of profit you can get. But before we start, hit that like and subscribe button for more videos and tutorials, tips, and many more things. So before you can do anything with the vehicle cargo, you will need a CEO office. Doesn't matter which office you get, just get the cheapest one. So once you have one, you need to go into your office, go to the computer. As soon as you open it up, you will see there is an option for vehicle cargo. Once you click that, you're given a choice of warehouses to buy. It doesn't really matter which warehouse that you buy because they are all the same size. The only difference between locations is some of them have easier access than others. However, the cheapest one is probably one of the best ones simply because it's close to a main road, and they range from 1.5 million to 2.7 million. When you go to purchase it, you'll notice there is one option for an upgrade. All that does is just change the cosmetics. It's not necessary, but obviously if you want it, you can get it. So now you have your vehicle warehouse, and your first task is to source your first vehicle. So the idea with the vehicle warehouse is that you basically need to steal a vehicle, take it back to the warehouse with as little damage as possible. Ideally, you don't want any damage because you have to pay for any damages that you have when you get back to the warehouse. So there are 15 different types of source missions. Some are easy, some are hard. Even the hard ones aren't really that hard if you know how to do them, which is what I'm going to explain to you here. Stationary vehicles. Some of the source vehicles that you'll find will be parked somewhere random. Sometimes it will have a couple of guards in front of it. Other times it won't have anybody there. When you get in the vehicle, there is a chance that you can have up to 4 waves of vehicles in pairs chasing after you. With any of the source missions where I state that you have somebody chasing after you, the best thing to do is to get out of your vehicle as soon as you see the red dots and then shoot them down while you're away from the car. That way they don't shoot the car by accident and you can take them out with ease. The car bomb. Sometimes the stationary vehicle will have a bomb planted inside of it, so you need to keep the speed above the line for 2 minutes until the timer runs out, and then drive it back into the warehouse. You will have no enemies chasing you on this one. What I recommend doing is bringing up your map as soon as you get in the vehicle and notice that there is a bomb, selecting where your warehouse is, and then driving it towards that location, and if you get there before the 2 minutes, you can do a few circles around that area, and then you can drop it into the warehouse in no time. Stolen vehicle. So in this one, the car is already mid-police chase and somebody has already stolen the vehicle. You want to steal the vehicle back from them. The good thing about this one is they mainly drive on really long roads, so the best thing you can do is get really far ahead of them, stand in the middle of the road, and then snipe them out of the driver's seat. You will incur a little bit of damage on the vehicle, so try to do this in one shot if you can. You will also get a wanted level. What I suggest doing is having Lester ready on the phone. That way you can remove the wanted level instantly. And trust me, get used to calling Lester because he will become your best friend during these missions. Detective work. So in this one, you're going to get sent a picture to your phone. Just check your messages and you'll find it. And they are iconic places around the map that you need to go and find the vehicle. Honestly, all of these are pretty easy to find, especially seeing as on the message, it does actually tell you the general area of where it is. You just go to that area, you will find it in no time at all. You won't get any enemies chasing after you on this one. However, there is a small chance that the cops will be called on you. So once again, let's have Lester ready on the phone. And then if for any reason you do get the police called on you, then you can call Lester and remove them instantly before you incur any damages. Mobile vehicles. So these vehicles are just being driven around the city normally. And all you have to do is just stop in front of it, get out of your car and jump in theirs. However, with this one, again, there is a chance that you will get cops called on you, so have Lester ready to call. The compound. So in this one, you're going to have to go to a compound and take out the guards until you find the key. Once you have found the key and you're on your way out with the vehicle, you will have 3 waves of enemies coming at you. In each wave, there is 1 helicopter and 1 armored car. So once again, you need to jump out of your vehicle, take these out, and you can drive back without incurring any damages. The car meet. You basically just need to kill everybody that's there and then take the vehicle back. Once you've taken the vehicle and you're on your way back to the warehouse, there is a chance that you will have 4 waves of cars in pairs. So like the other ones, get out of your vehicle, take them out, then make your way back to the warehouse. The cargo bob. So this one can take a little bit longer than other ones to do and can also occur the most damage. So with this one, you can use your own cargo bob and take it straight to the barge and then you can do it that way. Or if you're like me and you don't have one, you'll have to go and steal one from a military base. But obviously you will get a wanted level for doing this one, so have Lester ready so you can call call Lester and get rid of the wanted level. Once you've done that, you'll notice that the vehicle is parked on a barge in the middle of the sea. I suggest landing the cargo bob somewhere nearby, getting a sniper out, taking out the people on the barge, and then going to hook the car. Otherwise, all the people on the barge will shoot the vehicle while trying to shoot you in the cargo bob. Once you've picked the vehicle up, you'll have 4 waves of buzzards in pairs coming after you. They will shoot the hell out of your vehicle. So what I suggest doing here, as soon as you've picked up your vehicle, taking it to the nearest shoreline and dropping the vehicle as carefully as you can. Then you can get out and take out the buzzards. The race. So this one, it will send you to the starting point of a race. Then you just need to get to the end of it before the other driver does. When you get to the end of it, you will find there's just one person to take out, and then the vehicle that you're looking for is already waiting for you there. Collect the vehicle, and then on your way back, you will have up to 4 waves of enemies in pairs of cars. And like normal, you just want to jump out and shoot them all down, and then you're free to drive back. The photo shoot. You just need to go to the photo shoot. There is a couple of guards there. You want to take out the guards, collect the car, and then on the way back you will have 3 waves of enemies, each wave containing 1 helicopter and 1 armoured vehicle. And like the others, I suggest jumping out of your vehicle, taking them out, and then driving your way back. Movie stunt. So in this one, the vehicle is just about to take place in a stunt for a movie. There are a couple of guards I suggest taking out because unlike me, I did not take them out and they shot the back of the vehicle on the way off. But when you get in the vehicle, you're forced to boost off the edge. So just control it gliding in the air and try to land as safely as you can. Once you've landed, you will get 3 waves of enemies and each wave will contain 1 helicopter and 1 armoured car. You can also have the cops called, so be ready to call Lester. The racetrack. So on this one, you're going to need to go to the racetrack and take out the driver. No enemies will come after you on this one, so you're free to take it back to the warehouse at your own leisure. However, if you miss a shot when you go to take the driver out, all the drivers will try to flee the area and then you'll be coming into a chase. So I suggest being patient, lining up your shot and trying to do this in 1 hit. And then once you've taken them out, you can drive back with no enemies chasing after you. The traffic stop. So in this one, you're going to find the vehicle on the side of a road that's been pulled over by some cops. You have 2 cops guarding the vehicle and you will need to take them out. As soon as you take them out, you will get a wanted level and they will spawn in from everywhere around you. I suggest being relatively close to the vehicle when you do this. The idea is to do this very quickly and smoothly. You want to take out the police officers, get Lester ready on the phone, jump in the vehicle and remove the wanted level. And then you can drive back with nobody chasing you. This one can be super easy if it's done right. The crime scene. So this car will be parked in an alleyway surrounded by cops somewhere. So just like the traffic stop, you want to try and do this one as quickly as possible. The longer you take killing the cops, the more cops will come. So you want to take out the cops as fast as possible, get Lester ready on the phone, jump in the vehicle, and then activate the remove wanted level. As soon as you've done that, you're free to drive back to the warehouse and incur as minimal damage as possible. The tail. So this one also can take quite a while to do, just because you've got to follow this Kuruma all the way back until it gets to its hideout. Do not try to drive ahead of it, even if you know where the hideout is, because if you go too far away from the Kuruma, it will fail the mission. So just patiently follow the Kuruma back. When you get back to their hideout, you'll have to take out a few guys there, and then you can steal the vehicle. Once you've stolen the vehicle and you're on your way back, you will have 4 waves of attackers in pairs of vehicles. So now that you've done at least one of these source missions, you will have your first vehicle in your garage. Every time you get a vehicle, you want to go to your laptop in the office and you want to check and see what the value of the car is. The reason you want to do this is because there are 3 types of vehicles you can acquire. You have a standard, a mid, and a top range car. If you have a standard or mid-range car, you do not want to sell it. The reason for this is because if you want to have maximum profit in the vehicle warehouse, you will need 10 standard cars and 10 mid-range cars. Once you have collected 10 of each, you will no longer be able to source any standard or any mid-range cars, meaning that the only vehicles you will be able to source are top-range cars, giving you the most amount of money. So along the way, while you are building up your 10 of each vehicle, you will get top-range cars. Sell these immediately. So when it comes to selling your vehicle, you have a choice of 3 buyers: private, showroom, or specialist dealer. Always go for the specialist as it will give you the most money. It will cost you 20k to do this option, and then you will have to customize it slightly. Once you've customized it, you will start the sell missions. Now there are 2 different types of sell missions. If you're super lucky, and there is a very small chance of this, you will actually have a sell mission where you have nobody coming after you, which is perfect, and all that means is that you just drive it straight to where the buyer is and avoid the traffic on the way. This is by far the best one, however it is very rare to actually get this one. So the other type of mission that you have is the one where you will have people coming after you. When you reach a certain point after leaving the vehicle warehouse, you will notice that red dots will appear on the map. What you want to do is find the point of where it activates to spawn. So from this vehicle warehouse, if you go to either this point or this point, then it will start to activate them. You will get up to 4 waves of cars in pairs. So what you want to do is when you get to this point, you want to jump out of your vehicle and then take out any of the vehicles coming to attack you. Once you've taken them out, there's nothing stopping you from getting to the buyer. All you have to do then is avoid the traffic. So just some final thoughts on the vehicle cargo. This used to be be the original way of money grinding. This was by far the best for a long time. However, due to recent things like the Kai Perico, pretty much every money making method has not been the same since. However, I would still recommend running this business, or at least having the 10 of each vehicles in your garage, simply because you never know when a double money event is going to come along. They do happen for this business, so in my opinion, it's well worth setting up this business in advance, simply because you don't want to have to do this when it becomes a double money event. And obviously the game is called Grand Theft Auto. The idea is to steal vehicles and make money. So hopefully you found something useful in this video. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. It would greatly be appreciated, and I'll have more tips and tutorials on the way for you soon. Thank you for watching, and bye bye for now.